today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, what a game. He was knocking on the door for 200.
And one of the things I saw come out of last week's game in his post-game press conference, he gave a lot of credit to the offensive line, as you might expect. He also talked about the wide receivers blocking on the perimeter, because no big game happens unless wide receivers block as well.
And watching film you showed me, he also made people miss. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
3 brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Offense.
So they declined it. And they give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
5-yard line.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A loss of a yard, and it brings up. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Through an opening, and there he goes.
One play at a time.
Touchdown, Houston. 72 yards on the punt return. And the Texans... Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage. Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson, he'll find Metcalf. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. Hands it off out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
For Darren Waller.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. First and goal with Lamar Jackson leading the charge, the 23-year-old quarterback. And if they find the end zone here, they'll reach that number 23 on the scoreboard. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Now they'll run it on the toss. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 49-yard clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half.